Cash is going to be interesting. This is two of the most obvious maps, I guess, coming into this veto. Both teams with the new lineups want to play something a little bit more forgiving in terms of playing the fundamentals, the basic game of CounterStrike, and it's going to be Dust 2, then Cash to finish things off here. It was Fnatic picked up that first map after some really interesting rounds. Like, you have to remember that clutch from Christian, the 3 versus 1. That gave Mousesports a big advantage going into that game. But here we go then. Mousesports starting on the CT side, and once again, starting off with that aggression, it's going to be Oscar looking for the first kill with the silence USB, and he nails it as well, taking down Wenton.
Lovely shot, goes back, has a second and a third. They walk into his crosshair. Oscar starts off lovely with the USB. And Olaf suddenly finds himself forever alone, no friends on the map, and a bomb down inside of the A site, has to try and get toward it. 5 players to find. Dennis is the only one that's been even scratched in this round.
Well, there it is. Oscar, the new signing for the team, stepping up tremendously here on the second map on Cash. It's going to be Olaf Meister left in a horrible situation. The bomb is down in front of him. All the CTs rotated over, and you can see him mid-warehouse as well. Christian waiting for him to fall back. And at this point, it's up to Olaf just to maybe farm a bit of cash. If we get 1 or 2 kills, 1 kill will be $300. There it is. And we get a second, it'll be 600. So it suddenly helps. And he's actually making a convincing case of this, but does eventually get taken down by Nico. Good effort by him to actually get some money. It was a pretty much impossible situation. That'd be such a throw for Mousesports to give him anything more than 2 kills. They were holding the bomb, and they had the back flanks covered as well, as we Mousesports picking it up pretty much single-handedly from the hands of Oscar there. But Fnatic now, similar situation we saw in Dust 2. You don't get the bomb down. It's almost guaranteed you'll be forcing up on the second. But Desert Eagles, 1 Tech 9, armor, a couple of flashbangs, and Lekro with the smoke grenade as well. So normally we see these second rounds, they're missing even one piece of utility to actually get into it. I like the fact that Lekro has a smoke. They have some flashbangs as well. Judging by the setup as well, it looks like they may be going towards A. They are boosting up for now, seeing if Olaf can use that deagle to get the first shot, but it'd be a bit of a blunder from Nico to give anything away at this stage. Okay.
That's lovely. They sent 2 toward middle at the start of that, and Dennis walked out and then kind of looked at Nico as if to say, like, oh, I guess you're going mid, and then rotated to A. So I'm wondering if there's some miscommunication here and there.
Nico should have been taking that kill
shot
down.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a kill that you expect him to nail. It wasn't exactly a hard one. With the spray a little bit there, and it's going to be Olaf Meister picking up that first kill. 5 and 4. And they haven't managed to recover a weapon, but they have got that man advantage. So heading towards B for now, they still have the smoke. You'd assume they use that towards CT spawn, flash in. Well, actually, I haven't got the flashes anymore, but smoke spawn, hope for the best, and see if they can deagle the player who's potentially in heaven.
Lekro gonna line up smoke, drop out toward tree all the way through. Nicely thrown. Those new holes on the wall, or those markings on the wall to make it easier for everyone to throw those. Meanwhile, though, Speedy and Dennis are going to pick up kills on the way through, so Mousesports still holding down the line inside B, and bomb drops. Good shot into Speedy, though. Dennis now left alone, low HP onto 1. It's Olaf, but he's not in the site just yet. He's still coming back through the vent room, so Oscar taking down Venton, and although Olaf has picked up an M4, it would take some lovely accuracy to start this off, and he doesn't anticipate Oscar on the catwalk.
Mousesports, after dropping the first frag there, actually recovered the situation. We saw Fnatic smoking towards CD spawn, hoping they could do something towards that site, but the crossfires on the B side actually locked them down, and Mousesports keeping 2 players alive as well. So we go to round number 3, and it will be a little bit of a challenging affair for Mousesports to do anything with this. You can see they've got Desert Eagle and PT50, that's about it. So this is the redundant round. It's just a chance for Mousesports to keep 5 players alive. If Fnatic can get the bomb down, that's the pretty much the only objective they can really go for here, with the Glocks and 1 deagle.
Nico going, well, thought about smoking out middle, but instead Dennis will do it for him. Not only that, Nico's got the headshot on the Venton, and Dennis hit him with an nade just before, so it was an easy 1-shot kill with the M4, as Olaf now on top of the boost has a deagle to try and work with, to try and pull this back. That's not a headshot, but Nico, he's better in return. This time he's hitting them with the M4. Nothing awkward down mid this time.
Not this time. That's 2 players now drop for Fnatic. Lekro trying his luck towards the mid boost. Nade's coming in. Actually incendiary, so he has to fall back here. So at this stage, there's not really a reason for Mousesports to actually overcommit to this situation. Don't need to flash in towards A main. They could down that information, but it's not really worth the risk at this point. Oscar, you'll be edging in. Flash, and so they actually want to challenge this. It'll be a little bit high risk here. You can see what I mean. This is ultimately coming out in Mousesports' favor, but it wasn't required by any stretch, but there it is. They do manage to keep it quite clean in the end. Only 1 player going down. First real gun round here. It's going to be Fnatic coming in with 4 AK so far. Twist is yet to buy. How much money has he got available? I don't think he can get the AWP. He can't. So 5 AKs for him. They are going to have decent utility as well. 5 smokes. Only 1 Molotov to play with. And Chris J, you mentioned it before, how strong he can be with that scout. He's more than happy to bring it to his first gun round. I'll be interested to see what position he plays from. It looks like he's already going towards B storage. That's the pretty difficult angle to play from. You're obviously going to get the body shot and the AK can blow your head off, so very tricky stuff. As Fnatic starts setting out towards an A, it's actually the bomb in towards Squeaky Door. Speedy does find the first kill.
Oscar sees the door open, tries to line it up so he can catch them on the way through, but he only gets one. It's Nico now passively from the A side who tries to make up for this, but he as well only manages one. And although Fnatic's down at A and they get a bomb plant out of these trades, they'll Molotov off the forklift so that no one can try and wrap in and catch Dennis before he can retreat toward A main, but instead he elects to play the gap in the smoke, waiting for his teammate to have movement back as the flames extinguish near him. Dennis gets caught out still though, as it's the other Dennis from Mousesports in return. Lekro 1 versus 3. We called him out last game. Okay, didn't necessarily call him out. He played the support role, but for kills, and that's the problem again, is Mousesports, Dennis in particular, will walk in, get the kill and the defuse, and they'll go up 4-0.
It's the opening kill coming in from Mousesports there. Fnatic with 3 players towards that Squeaky Door area. Tried to force their way out, but decent positioning from Mousesports. Everyone finding a kill there, and the retake comes in the end, and Fnatic just can't hold them off. They get the bomb down, but that's all they really get in that situation. Mousesports have quite a commanding lead now, 4-0. Going to round number 5. There is money available for Fnatic with the loss bonus and the bomb going down once again. You can see they've got 4 AKs. Wenton feeling a little bit more pressure here. He's got the Tech 9, but they have got 3 smokes. They have got the Molotov available. What's the play though? It's going to be difficult to get these first picks. Oscar's upgraded to the AWP and bringing it straight into this round as he takes out Olofmeister towards B storage, and it looks like it's going to funnel the rest of the terrorists towards A. Probably smoke towards Highway, try Molotov, MBK or Quad, and actually we'll be going for a nice little boost here. So it'll be Fnatic Dennis on top of that, seeing if anyone will challenge him. But the other Dennis is right in front of him by the aim entrance.
Oh,
Okay.
that's quite nice. Dennis gets absolutely lit up by a nade, and as he falls, Lekro spots. Very well done from Fnatic. Open the door, you know there's going to be a player retreating to the site. You catch him in transition, but just that. Lekro gets tagged down to 1. And although it's a trade, him on 1 HP and an AK, it means they've got to kind of pick their battles. Not only that, Wenton with just this Tech 9. So Twist still going to be the one to try and open this up as a result. Oscar has rotated back down toward middle. AWP in his hands, trying to spot toward that boost, but he's going to give that up and they'll play the sites instead, which is actually a little bit more traditional on Cash when you've got a man down on the defensive side. You're better to stack up 2 inside the sites and play off each other.
So it looks like an A-sided attack coming in. With Lekro, like you mentioned, with 1 HP, it would make sense for him to just be holding the flank right. He's holding a complete one and done, crazy little angle towards T-spawn potentially, but it looks like he will be joining his teammates. They go towards A. Nico gets the first headshot with the AK-47, takes down Twist. Now we're starting to see some Nico form here. 3 headshots with the AK-47. Can't get the 4th as Wenton does find a double kill. 2 versus 1 now, up to him with the bomb. He has got 20 seconds remaining, but the CT's pretty far removed from this situation. It's going to be an orb from Oscar towards Connector and Chris J coming in from CT spawn.
Nearly spotted out from Wenton as he gets toward this default, but 10 seconds he's got to commit to it. Chris J's going to push it. He may get the bomb down, but will he have his gun drawn in time as they both come around the corner? Oh my goodness!
Too close.
Oscar jumps over to bait out the shot for Chris J, but Wenton hit that quite easily, and it looked like he might have transferred that. He didn't actually hit a bullet on Chris, but it looked closer than it was.
There was definitely potential for that to happen. It seemed like he was staying alive for way too long there. The first player jumping around the CZ, didn't get the kill, and got a bit scary there for a second, but Mousesports do manage to get the 5-0. Number 6, and still Fnatic yet to pick up a round, but that's maximum loss bonus, and once again the bomb planted, so a lot of money going into these rounds. So they have got the orb in the hands of Olofmeister going into this, so that's what he decides to do when he'll be taking this. Didn't have the best spawn, looks like he'll be going towards B storage for now. That's where Chris J, sorry, it was actually Oscar before, he was challenging and he got taken down, so potentially looking for some revenge here. Problem is though, Oscar, as we like to see, he's changed his position, he's actually towards A, playing the court area.
So, Speedy. He's got an M4. Inside of the B side is Nico again. Inside of middle is going to try to make this work out with an early pick. He's gone down here, but he's been more successful since that second round when that did happen. Very standard format so far from Mousesports. 5-0 lead. They haven't needed to reinvest all that much, to be fair. But Chris J not bringing out that double op yet. He's only got the 1 kill so far, but again, it's not really been required for him to do much more than that. So 2-1-2 has been pretty much every single round. Nico's going to probe out vents, get in a position where he can cover off mid and rotate if needed, and actually goes on this. Now that's very smart on the timing with the flash coming through. They catch Olaf on the outside of that smoke, but the problem is this is exactly it. He gives up middle in doing that and commits to B, which means a long rotation onto A, and Fnatic read that perfectly. Olaf says, okay, the player from mid came to get me, take mid, and they go. Twist gets the kill. Dennis locked inside the site behind Quad. He's got to clutch this back. He's got to be efficient. He finds one so far, second as well, all right, so he gets 2 for his troubles, but it is Fnatic, Dennis, that will put him down in the end. Retake, still the problem. However, the Molotovs are actually very timely because they haven't gone for the plant yet. Oh, that's lovely from Dennis.
Okay.
Mouse pull it back. So very good for the retake. Those Molotovs, I dare say, bought them a lot of time. And the 2 kills from Mouse Dennis inside the A site were huge.
Yeah, I can't believe he got 2 out of that. It seemed like they knew exactly where he was. You saw on the X-ray, they're actually all looking towards the quad area. They're coming in to check it. They know that's where he's isolated behind as well. But somehow he gets the first kill on Twist as well, using the sound cues around him to get a second kill. How do you not got that? That's round over. Very impressive stuff from him. And it's 6-0 in favor of Mousesports here. Another force buy coming in from Fnatic. It looks like they have managed to save about 1,500. So the lost bonus go to next round means they do get a nice full buy. So it's not as devastating as I thought, but Fnatic Dennis, he's gone all in. He's got the AK, but at this stage, it's not a huge deal. This means going into next round, if they do lose this one, it's going to be 4 AKs and 1 takedown again. So it's not a massive issue, but Nico is lighting them up here, gets a double spray down with the M4. It's going to be a full A-sided attack, and Nico just finds another.
Oscar does try and, okay. He gets 1, tries to get another. Nico's going to snag that one away, but 4 kills for Nico again this time. 7-0 Mousesports. Look, we said, Yenko said it as well, good map pool for them, but coming into a map that Fnatic traditionally, now it is a very different roster, I know, but just to draw the comparison, has always been very good on.
Sure.
They're getting lit up right now, and it's very standard team play, I would say, from Mousesports, but they're just winning the battles.
You can see how Dennis is struggling going to run up a rate here, like I said before. He's got the AK, no head armor, that's pretty huge against M4s actually, and now struggling slightly and not posting a single round. It's still pretty early days. We haven't got to the 8th round as of yet, so there's still a chance to win the half if they start picking it up. As Oscar once again facing towards B storage, seeing if he can get this kill. It's going to be Olaf Meister waiting for him. And this is the full default this time for Fnatic, not being proactive at the start of the round. Just going to be holding back and waiting for the aggression. If he pulls the trigger here, I'll be sick.
This is one of those moments at LAN. You can see the inaudible now. That's the difference in the X-ray, so he's not making noise. This is one of those moments at LAN where the crowd would go, oh! Yeah,
then he does it.
And then everyone just shoots, right? Like the vibrations coming through. Okay, still finds it. Olaf, he walks out and Oscar gets the kill with the AWP. Again, single AWP setup so far for Mouse.
Almost potentially being a little bit too aggressive in that position. Like he's by himself and he knows there's an AWP potentially playing there as well. That's a very difficult shot for him to land. He just goes down with no information gathered, no pressure applied to the CT. Now Oscar can fall back, get up to Nico, he gets Molotov there. What's the play? Cooking here. And somehow, okay, I thought he was going to get a kill, but there it is. Fnatic do find 2 in return. They've got the man advantage. 4 and 3, but this positioning for Oscar, this is godlike. Oh, that shot, I think he hit it. That's round over, but I thought he'd absolutely nailed that. 2 shots, they weren't even looking at him. Hit the first one, the second just escaped him slightly, but Fnatic now in a bit of a precarious situation, Matt. This is the full reset chance now.
Obviously, having lost 1 round, reinvestment comes in for Mouse. They do go to that double op, but first man down is Nico. Once more at mid, so Dennis comes over. Mouse Dennis, that is, with the M4A1S. That's lovely from Oscar, though, to pull this back as he pushes out and Lekro gets caught by it. So very good job for him to pull this back into an even situation.
Indeed, well, 1 minute remaining. Double op setup still working out for Mousesports here. It's going to be that push. I love this from Mousesports. Getting in there. Speedy only gets 1 and he is answered back by Chris J ready to strike once again. 2 versus 2. Bomb has been dropped. It's right in front of Chris J now. Dennis and Olaf Meister trying to do what they can. It's a decent spread to go down. What's the play from Chris here? Aggressive, of course. Pushing in and seeing what he can find. It's Dennis that drops first. And now up to Chris J. Hasn't really got much to work with here. The bomb has been taken away from him. Olaf Meister finding 3 kills this round. He actually got the opening kill against Nico as well. So big round for Fnatic, as we described, in terms of the economy. If they lose this, it's certainly the double eco. But Chris J, looks like he fancies his chances. If we can find an early first kill here, there's definitely potential for it. But this crossfire has been established now for the terrorists. It's going to be difficult for them to lose this one.
I would say exactly that. Very difficult, this Chris. He brings the AWP closer to the site. They've got the money built up over those 7-round wins to try and do something of this, and any kill he could have gotten in that situation would have been massive, for the fact of the reset coming in for Fnatic, but they'll pick it up with 2 surviving and AWP carried over as well, and they'll rebuy around this. Still, though, their money stays low because of it, so still break potential.
Yeah, and Mousesports after winning so many rounds in a row, have been broken. There's going to be 4 USPs and a PT50 on Speedy. Options, obviously very limited. I'd say maybe push towards Wiki Door, try and find something at the start of the rounds, but they're not going to be necessarily stacking it. 2 players towards middle, 3 on A. They have left the B bomb site fully open. And Christian towards middle, trying to make this USP do something for him, but this is almost a round of guarantee for Fnatic here, and they do spot the aggressive player towards mid. That's Chris. He goes down. As we mentioned, nothing invested by the CTC. There's 1 PT50, that's it. So Lekra has got the Mac 10. They're reading the economy again quite nicely. It means he can farm some cash. There it is. He only gets 1 kill for it, though. He goes down to the hands of Oscar's USP.
Nico spots Venton retreating over toward the B main position and hits the shot on Twist. So information plus a kill, gets the AK and pulls it out. Olaf doesn't push him fast enough, and he's got an 8 out. Oh, how does he hit that shot? I thought Nico would have won that duel, but either way, it's Fnatic again that pick up a round. They now have 3 in a row, so they are closing the gap. It's taking them a while to get rolling, though.
Absolutely. But like I said, we haven't got to the point Mousesports even won the half yet, so it still is early days, even though 7-0 scoreline looks pretty scary. We start winning rounds and stringing them together and breaking the economy like they have. Even in this round, number 11, you can see there's only 5 M4s, no kids, no AWPs, and no incendiaries either. So this is still a great potential for Fnatic to start getting some real leverage on the first half. Oscar going aggressive towards A main. He's pushed through the smoke. This is known as the Pronax boost, really. He was the one who first started doing this. You're smoking towards A main. Get yourself on these boxes, gives you good vision and a lot of protection as well from that smoke. Speedy presumably going to be flashed in here from the vents. This similar sort of fashion we saw from Nico. Olaf shifted his first pick. There it is. Nice stuff from him.
Speedy gets the shot in return, though, but he's limited to these vents. Confined, even flash out. That doesn't work. Dennis gets the shot instead. It looked like he'd be blind, he'd be able to swing fast enough, but Dennis, Fnatic Dennis that is, does get the kill in turn, and Dennis from Mouse will be the next one to try and go through the vents. Flashbang for him comes a little bit earlier. That's going to draw the attention of Venton, and they're not really in a position so far to push through on this retake, but there's so much time before that bomb plant comes in that Nico can actually start trying to play this picks, and this will be the decision-making factor in this. If he had hit that shot on Lekra, they might have gone all in. Oscar will at least pull one back, and they will commit regardless, and all of them go down as a result. Dang it, 2 kills early does Fnatic. 5 in a row, so suddenly boot on the other foot in terms of the economy and building it up again. If you're Mousesports, Speedy naded on the site, down low, can't pull the deagle fast enough as he smokes himself in. And they're kissing, he knows it now, he realizes it, but can't find the lineup. He walks back into him, as does Olaf, but he's caught by Nico on the other side, and it's still, though, a 4 versus 2. Well, I'm gonna go down for Fnatic, and I still say this should be okay. 5 in a row. Nico's always surprising at times, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be Oscar remaining. He's got the deagle, just gonna be flying through the vents, hoping for the best there. Drops down, it's gonna be Dennis to seize him first. And that's the 5th round, like you said, in a row for Fnatic now. Money, let's have a look. Finally, the AWP does come out once again. So it's going to be Oscar and Chris J wielding those weapons. This is when they were their strongest, I would say. They were quite dynamic. It was Oscar going for his first picks aggressively towards Squeaky Door, towards B storage. They were happy to do it. And I'm sure they'll start getting back into this now, considering they have lost 5 in a row. Let's see if they're adjusting the setup at all.
Oscar's going to get aggressive with Deagle. Spots one at the doorway of A main, but not Venton up close, and either way it didn't matter because it was the AWP that hit the shot. Speaking of Dennis's, it's Mouse that's going to try and take over middle, but Olaf, he finds him as he anticipates incorrectly that he was not, in fact, inside that B connector. Speedy, open sight, trying to use the smoke on his left to protect from doorway and find at least one pick with a deagle, but that's not going to happen, and Nico, well, he'll suffer the same fate with the same results. No kills at all coming in for Mousesports in this round, and Fnatic knotted up on 7. 7-0, 7-7.
7-7. That's kind of insane, I have to say. But money, obviously, maximum loss bonus here for Mousesports. They do get the double orb setup once again, but you have to say, it's only Oscar who's going to be delivering with this setup. It's Chris J who's struggling. He's actually sat on 3 for 9 right now, and considering they've lost 7 rounds in a row, and he's had that double orb set up a few times in this proceeding. We'll see whether he can actually get back into this. Is Olaf now. He's finding confidence once again. Chris J will be smoked out for now, falling back to the side this time instead of challenging from Checker. Speedy looking like he wants to get the counter boost going on, but Dennis, he's the player to find Oscar at the start of the round, who was pushing aggressively once again, and Fnatic was finding kills all over the place here. He's got Mouse to try and approach with a new kind of methodology here, considering they're going very aggressive by themselves, flashing in and trying to find their first kills as the defaulters weren't working out for them.
Dennis has made it up into A main, though. That's a good play to make because Lekro, sure, he considers it, but is he really expecting it? His reaction time was not there. So it gives them at least a 4 versus 3 to work with. It's a long way away from the action, though.
as soon as he plants on this site, that's when you'll watch the minimap and see them readjust themselves. But Speedy's probably aware of this, and at this point, he probably just wants to get the bomb down. He probably knows he's been gifted it. Now they will be aware. Smoke goes down. Watch the minimap for them to start getting it together, and with the incendiary they have as well, they'll probably use that just to be safe.
And where it is late in the game, they can afford to allow the bomb plant. At this point, it's just about rounds secured, as they'll hit 14 as a result. You may try and prevent the bomb plant if it's earlier in the game and economy is more of a factor, but 14 rounds now, Fnatic, as mentioned. It's going to be 11 only for Mousesports. So again, Fnatic stretch out the lead late. It was 12-12 on Dust 2, and they picked up 2 in a row that kind of limited what Mousesports had to work with for the rest of the game. It's no real different here. They will be able to buy this round, but aside from the last round bonus that's accumulating, they might be able to buy Force in the next one, something reasonable, but it's effectively, this is it for them.
This is the one, make or break right now, right? They got the AWP on Oscar, they got a decent spawn as well. Looks like he's potentially going to be boosted. No, they're actually going against that idea. Going to be facing towards A and see if Fnatic are getting a bit audacious towards that area. Olaf pushing into B storage, you saw him do this before. And Dennis holding A in the quad area. Olaf though, it's all down to him. If he can hit this first shot. Oh, okay, a rare miss. I thought he had that one dead to rights, but spots one and getting taken down by Speedy in the end. So awareness from Speedy to actually come back and be aggressive there. Catches Olaf with a nade in his hand, 5-on-4.
Dennis is just watching from quad. Slow, Oscar. Slow peek. That's a scary proposition. Instead, it's the Molotov, but I don't think that's going to reach Dennis. Yeah, it goes to the fence instead. It's the bounce.
Timing.
And Oscar, that's perfect. You're exactly right. The timing, but he can't land a shot on top of the box behind red. Spots the head, but can't find it. Speedy, meanwhile, waiting for the push at B to compensate for this. He won't win the duel. Twist will now have the availability of flank, and Lekro's going to go with him, but they have to concede the bomb plant. 4 versus 2, and they should have the information. Yeah, Chris already out to this. He's already all over it.
4-on-2. Mousesports live to fight another day here. The money for Fnatic is available going to the next round. Twist, especially if he can save his AWP, and Lekro with the AK-47, they should be okay here. Mousesports do need to be very careful the way they hunt for these weapons. If everyone goes down, then they're actually going to be in a difficult position after winning the round. So sticking together and not hunting, that's going to be the aim of the game here. They're obviously exiting through CT spawn. Nico is sort of passively hunting here, doesn't want to overcommit, he's not running around looking for these kills. And as he drops, then they're going to be in a difficult situation. So he's just checking all the tight corners, getting away from the bomb. Twist and Lekro will both be surviving here in T-spawn. Lekro's actually in sunroom. Definitely more frags will be exchanged here. It's round number 11 going in favour of Mousesports. 14-12 now on the second and final map of this series. Scoreboard coming in, and Dennis and Olaf once again, Matt. They've had great series so far. 25 kills for Dennis, 23 for Olaf Meister. And they were carrying on Dust 2 as well, so it seems like these guys are in fantastic form at the moment.
Well, that's, and again, I stress that they kind of have to be, and maybe it's because they've got more freedom, they've got confidence. It's their home, remember, in Fnatic, so it could be part of it, but until they kind of settle into a rhythm with this new team, they've got to be that way. And Boost coming up the corner. This time it's Venton that's going to go up if he can jump. He'll make it. Congratulations.
So they managed to do that silent as well. The thing with the run boost is it's quicker, but it can have those sound cues to actually get up there. So, well then, round number 13. Match point for Fnatic. 3 in a row required from Mousesports to actually stay alive in this one. This round they've got a Galil, 2 Tech 9s and 2 AKs. Looks like another set piece. They are lining up the smokes. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a fake, maybe boost out towards mid and go for the vents. These have been pretty underwhelming in terms of the way it's worked out for them. Like, so that will be happening. They boost with the bomb towards mid.
It's trying to sell off this rotation to A and catch them out with this real estate, but Lekro's in a good position again. Has to land a shot. Does find the first, but Dennis, he'll spray it down in return. Bomb now is going to shift its attention over toward B, where Olaf, he's made his way into the site, but look to his left, because out from Checker comes Dennis through that vent, and Olaf didn't really read that correctly, despite the call that his teammate had gone down from essentially that position. Twist blinded temporarily by a flash. Dennis can't find the shot as they cross into the site from heaven. And now this does mean bomb plant secured for Mousesports with a man advantage. Venton late to the vents as well. That's being lovely shot by Speedy. That's being launched, but that's a great shot to cover off Dennis. And this is going to go 15-13. Mousesports are holding on, you know.
Just about. And it seemed like that, like I played from Olaf, like he said. Had he just been on the bomb site, I had more of a defensive position. Could have got one out of it, but he was so focused on the B entrance, didn't really encounter or even think a possibility from the vents would be coming in. Instead, it took him down, opened up the B site, and They do keep things alive here. Speedy recovers the AWP. Have a look at the money for Fnatic. I think they can probably justify a Nika go to the next round. They only get 1,400. Wenton saves an M4. There's definitely a buy available, but a ropey one. It could be the start of a rut if they were to force into it. I think the best call going into this round. Try and have some upgraded pistols here. Use the M4 the best way you can, and then try and close things out in regulation with the full buy next round. They've gone for it, okay. So the AWP's out.
Yeah, it's going to be an AWP on either side as well.
See, Olof's gone for glass cannon here. So a famous glass cannon AWP. They have got some utility available.
Yeah, a little bit. 3 smokes. 5 smokes, excuse me. They're so confusing to me, Henry. And Molotovs. Olaf already switching his position, but the Molotov comes through. He will not be able to peek. He's going to hold fast, though, in this angle, and hope that when they think the Molotov's cleared him and they push in, the only other spot he could be would be either he's rotated back in the site or behind the box, so they'll overcommit their crosshair placement. He's going to try and catch them off by staying against the wall. And then again, though, boosted up inside of A site. On the wooden box, tries to spot over into A main. Dennis at quad is also going to flash him back around the corner as he gets into toward the MBK. It's Twist that's going to spot them on the way through. He's got 2. Dennis goes down, but it's Venton that's there to cover it up as Nico falls, and now it's just 2 men remaining for Mousesports. It might be enough, but Oscar, he's pushed back through Tech 9. A smoke was thrown. That would have covered off Highway, covered off Lecro, and secured the plant, but now he's just going to have to go for it blindly. Thankfully, though, Speedy's actually got the shot on Olaf, so it is just Lecro.
Looking for the third now. That was the big one for Fnatic. Came down to Lecro, the young new signing for their team. Couldn't do much with the 2 versus 1, only that Famous in hand. And it's going to be an array of pistols here for number 15 of the second half. CZs, 5.7s, some armor. And 2 smokes, make it 3 now. Surely Mousesports can take this overtime. It should be it now.
Well, you would think so. We've seen Pistols win some crazy rounds so far in this series. Remember, Fnatic did win game 1. It's not a best of 3. I don't want to mislead people. I want to stress that it is 2 best of 1s. That's how the season's played out. It just makes more sense for scheduling, and it kind of builds up a bit of storyline throughout the evening that all you lovely people at home can follow along with. Oscar's going to watch again with this AWP toward mid. Twist. Shoulder exposed that time, is trying to figure out if he's there or not with the pistol. All he really needs is information in this sense. And then rotate accordingly. They haven't gone for a stack. They haven't tried anything unorthodox in this situation. They're going to play for the win and just try and brawl them on the way through. It's Venton again on the A site. He is playing with Dennis this time, not Lecro. Lecro's going to B to play with Olafmeister.
Well, see, quite a cagey Mousesports for now. And to give anything away. And it's going to be done mid-presence once again. They have established. How do they use it this time? It was pretty lackluster before that execution. Looks like they've got more of a B mentality this time. Olafmeister with a good flashbang. Could find his first kill. We give him a weapon. The door starts to open. There it is. He gets an M4 in his hand. He's going aggressive towards mid as well. This could be a perfect call for him. He's going to find them in the back. Lined up for him. He gets 1. He gets 2. 4 versus 2 now, and the pistols seem to be prevailing for Fnatic. Nico, the last player remaining, but he still has potential to win this one. Gets the kill on towards Wenton. And has managed to pick up the bomb, but 10 seconds remain. He has to cross to the bomb side, but Lecro's allowed it.
And he's gonna smoke. Please, get 1. He's got time to plant. 6 seconds. He's pulled this back, has Nico. It's just one of those rounds, though, from Olaf, isn't it? It's the exact moment when you expect the former world best, potentially still the world best, going up against another man who has been touted as the world best. It's a one-on-one between Nico, who's trying to save the round. 3 kills for either of them so far. Exposed in the smoke, and Olaf's done it. Started with pistols, and the timing was perfect.
4 kills for Olaf to finish things off and give Fnatic the victory here. And map number 2, Nico did everything he possibly could. It was a valiant attempt, but Olaf, the old master, does come out trumps. What a play that was. He gets the kill in B story. They said as soon as he gets a weapon, a play it was.
That's a play that in that situation, map point on the line, you're playing with pistols, that only Olaf could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that is just something that he just